Hello, and welcome to this new episode of Uncle Tone's Divinations. This morning we are looking at the energy for you for May 27th, 2026. It's also a timeless reading, so if you feel guided to listen to this video at a later time, you still should be able to find some information, some clarity to help and guide you on your spiritual and destiny's path. Let's start our ritual by lighting a second candle so that we temporarily anchor in your ancestors and spirit guides, so that they can join my ancestors and spirit guides to bring you this message that I hope will be positive, constructive, ameliorative. Very well, so let's see what's the energy, what's the message for you today. We're going to start with the Moonology Oracle. As always, please remember to use your intuition and discernment. Remember that not every reading is your reading, so take what resonates only and discard the rest. That being said, let's see what's this hidden energy that the moon wants to show us for the collect this morning. It's there to be opened. Okay. New moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. When will the new moon in Leo be? Sorry for the background noise. August 12th. And it's also a total solar eclipse this year. I hear your success is going to eclipse all the accomplishments that you have already made in your life up to this day. It's not that you have not accomplished anything, far from that, but it is something that's going to be way bigger, way deeper, energetically, spiritually. There's something linked with the abundance, with a rite of passage that you will have been able to accomplish, to unlock. Under the deck you have new moon in Gemini. Those are both new moon energies. Communication is key. The new moon in Gemini will be June 15th. So it is upcoming. Yeah. There's something with a soulmate here, something that is destined to happen, something regarding either you communicating with this soulmate or this soulmate can communicate. Yeah, there's something with communication here. This message is being partially blocked, but it's gonna get out. Yeah, either you or your soulmate is gonna come forward to communicate a deep passion, a soul's passion towards the other. Yeah, this project that you're gonna be able to accomplish, it's gonna surpass everything that has already been accomplished in your life, is in regards to this soulmate, to this union. But I feel that it is not only, it's like the soulmate union is a byproduct of you regaining your confidence, your ambition, your ability to succeed, but more so to see yourself as somebody that has succeeded in his endeavors, because success is something that is very relative between one individual and the other. So it's not that you will accomplish something that is necessarily seen by everybody as being successful. It is that you yourself will have gained the confidence in your own abilities, in your own success, in what you see and perceive as success. And this confidence, this renewed trust and faith in yourself, in your abilities, is the energy that magnetizes towards you this soulmate. Okay, I'm going to continue with the Symbolon. So, as always with the Symbolon, we take 2 cards, and then the third card, the underlying energy, is the energy that links those 2 energies together. It could be 2 parts of yourself, or it could be your energy, the soulmate's energy, and the energy that links you both. So interpret intuitively. Okay. And we have the first part of the Symbolon for the collective. Do they have to know to help and guide them? Okay. Thank you. Start with the wedding. It's like a beginning that is also an end in itself. I'm gonna place them like this. Can we have the other symbol, the other energy, in this symbol for the collective? Okay. In spite of and the underlying energy. Not quite sure how this translates in English. PTS? Or actually it's like the Oracle. Well, I'm guided to interpret those energies as being yours, your soulmates, and the energy that links you both. But as always, interpret using your own intuition, as this might be 2 sides of yourself, 2 aspects of yourself, and the third one being the energy that links those aspects together. This could also be both aspects of your soulmates. What I feel, what I hear is you've got this dream. I also feel that it is a shared dream between you and your soulmate, but that this soulmate doesn't have yet the same faith in their dreams, in their vision as you have. You see clearly where you want to go, what is ultimately your destiny. This divine union, this fruitful divine union, centered around love, happiness, enlightenment, the foundation of a family, exempt from past burdens and traumas, a family living in all forms of abundance, but the one at the heart is unconditional love, happiness, care for one another, setting an example for future generations. Your soulmate's energy might have been in the past running away from this dream, from this divine union. But as time goes by, as you gain confidence in your success, as you accomplish this rite of passage of your soul, as you reconnect with your soul's true power, more and more you magnetize this soulmate towards you, and this soulmate has to actually do the work to grow up, to move away from a controlling feminine energy in their life. They also have to learn to take accountability for their past actions. I feel that you have to be the one that is confident, anchored in your position, waiting for this soulmate to come towards you, for them to communicate, to start up this dance of your souls. It's not a question of having power over the other, it is really a question of having the discernment and the unconditional love, the understanding that they are at a previous stage of their life where they have to make very rapid, sudden changes to catch up with where you are. Doesn't mean that one is better than the other, it just means that the temporality of your alignments are not yet synced up, but this soulmate is putting in the work to sync up so that they can reach you on your destiny's path, so that your path can intertwine. It's not that they are gonna walk on your path, it's not that you are gonna walk on their path. Both of your paths are gonna intertwine and link up together to create this new branch in the tree of life. The energy that links both of you is highly spiritual, it is divinely guided. It is the energy of the divine that has put in your dream states of both of you this vision of this union. But I feel that because of the lack of synchronicity as of yet between both of your energies, the interpretation that you both make of this dream, of this vision, is not yet synced up, it is not yet understood with the same depth. In a way, both of your paths share very strong similarities, even though the events may sound different if you were to narrate the events of your life to one another. But the underlying acknowledgements that your souls have to see, to learn from, to grow from, are very similar, very parallel. There's going to be a very deep and profound understanding between both of you. I'm going to be using the Everyday Tarot to continue this read. So what else do we need to tell the collective this morning? What can they benefit from knowing? I thought it was one card, it's actually two. We have the Seven of Cups, the Three of Wands. I'll put them like this. Under the deck, the Six of Swords, the Ten of Swords, mid-deck, the Ten of Cups with the Ten of Swords. 10-10 might have a special meaning for you, or might be of significance here. The Six of Cups with the Six of Swords. Wow. 66 might have also a special meaning or might be of significance. Also, we have two doubles. It's really a soulmate, maybe even a twin flame energy. I used to like the idea of the twin flame. I'm not so sure anymore. I feel like there are many misconceptions around what it is truly to be a twin flame to another soul. Actually, it's not to another soul, it's literally being in front of yourself, being in front of the same soul. But there seems to be an energy, undeniable here, that this soulmate, and this is really this parallel path, this mirrored energy, where this energy is as valid for your path as it is for them, but for different reasons in different events. But the underlying energy, the underlying knowledge that needs to be gained, the underlying challenges that need to be faced, need to be overcome, are the same in their essence, in their spirit. So both of you are faced with the difficulty to see and understand which relationships in your life are aligned with your higher self, which one are for you, which one are not. One of you, I feel it is collective, even though the collective also contains this energy, so see it as it fits. Yeah, you, let's say person A is now able to see all the options in their life for abundance. They know that they have to carefully make a choice because they have learned from past mistakes, from energies that in the past have concealed themselves, have lied, tried to manipulate them, that have been not what they seemed to be. So person A is acting from their light side, from their higher self, from an alignment with God, with Spirit. They're exercising their free will to be able to get out of their comfort zone, to explore new path, to stand ready to embark on this endeavor, this union of souls, to find a sense of wholeness after a life that seemed like it was full of very hard traumas, of sudden ending that were very difficult to understand, to even see coming. It has been hard to find peace within those challenges, to gain clarity, to actually put an end to a cycle in their relationships that were deceiving them. To put an end to relationships that were centered around their family, that should have been happy memories, happy relationships, but that they have learned with this rite of passage that they needed to transition out of, that they needed to move on, at first mentally, but then when the mental shift, the mindset has been changed, to also move, travel in the physical, move on with their life, both intellectually, spiritually, and physically. For person B, they are still yet a bit in their shadowy side. They will reach the light side, but for now they're acting from their shadow. They are consciously or unconsciously, I feel it is actually a bit of both. There's some subconscious programming there, but there's also a learning phase where they need to realize through making mistakes, through using their free will from their shadow side instead of from their light side. So they are actually concealing their true intentions, they are manipulating, conniving, and it is keeping them in a cycle where they are faced with the same energy that they put in. So as they conceal their energy, their true intentions, their true feeling, they are met with the same concealment energy. They are doing this because they have not yet learned to actually move in the right direction on their path. They are kind of following the wind, they're following every energy that comes and that goes, that looks like it could be cute, fun, interesting in the moment, but where there is no actual destination, there is no real opportunity for development and growth. Yes, it is in a way an exploratory phase of their life, but it is a senseless exploration phase. It is a misguided energy. Yeah. The more they do that, the more it will hurt them, and the more it hurts them, the more they will be faced internally, the more they will be met with the Ten of Swords, the more it will put an end to their sense of wholeness, of happiness, of feeling like they can love and be loved. And so they too will have to accomplish this rite of passage, this transition, this mental shift, this change in their mindset, to realize that what they have been taught as being love, as being giving and receiving love by their family was actually way more a form of attachment. What else do we need to tell the collective? Can we have one last card, please? What would they benefit from knowing? Yeah, the Seven of Swords. And under the deck, actually Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords, 77, we still have another double. The Five of Wands under the deck. The Sun, mid-deck. Justice. And we have the Nine of Wands under the Five of Wands. See, both of you have the same rite of passage, the same learning experience that is gained from different events and relationships in your lives at different moments. You both are guided through those hardships, through those challenges, to learn to put yourself first, to prioritize yourself. But to prioritize yourself and to put yourself first doesn't mean that it is centered around your ego. It means that you put your higher self, your destiny, your betterment, your highest and greatest good at the forefront of your decisions, that you take care with unconditional love of yourself first, that you trust your conscience, that you act from good intentions, and that you put in the right actions to stay aligned with what brings you true unconditional love and happiness, not false love, attachments, fleeting pleasures. You both have to learn this by having been surrounded by conflict, by having been around energies that tried to block you, to prevent your growth, so that you could gain strength, so that you could learn to stand tall in the face of adversity, so that you could gain spiritual strength, so that you could free your inner self, your inner child, that you could reconnect with this positive, optimistic, determined energy within you that shines, that is fully aligned with the divine will for your life, so that you can find balance and justice, so that you can finally unite in divine timing. So this is the message that we had for you this morning. I hope it has brought you some information, some clarity to help and guide you on your destiny's path for your highest and greatest good, and for the highest and greatest good of all of creation. I thank you for your presence with me this morning. I hope you have a very beautiful and blessed day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.